Okay, so welcome everybody to our course. This is the second time we're doing this. Last year we did it through EVO, and this year we're doing it through integrating technology again, but no EVO because it didn't really fit our schedule, right, Andrea?
Exactly.
So
But well,
maybe next
Dr.
year, who
Nelly
knows?
Deutsch,
Provides us.
supported and invited us there to deliver the course again this year on her site on integrating technology.
Right. And we also use her other site, which is online courses for free. And that's where you will have your sandbox and you can create all of your beautiful H5Ps and share with others in the course and get constructive and feedback. Um, so let's just continue here. So the
Okay.
agenda for today, we're going to introduce ourselves for new participants that have joined. And we're going to welcome any new participants. So welcome Margaret, Jasmine, Nugent. I'm not sure if anyone else is joining. Maybe sometimes people forget. Um, and then we have activities for week 0 and 1. So week 0 was just registration week. There's just a couple of things in there that you can do.
Yeah,
And then there's
registration,
week 1.
orientation,
Yeah.
some reference to basic Moodle functionalities, right?
Yes.
And then
And
week
And then
one.
we have external resources, which is just the online courses for free. And that's where you'll get your sandbox this week. So as soon as you finish all the required tasks in week 0 and 1, and you start week 2, the first thing you do is you're going to get that sandbox. You'll actually like apply for it. And we just authorize it. So it's amazing. And it's a free course. You can like set it up any way you want, within
And
parameters,
well,
and that's it.
yeah.
And
And
then
then
number 4 is activities for week 2. So we're gonna give you an overview of week 2. It's text-based activity types. So we're just going to deal with text. We start very simple. And then there are discussion forums and video tutorials. So basically, when you're designing your text um, activities, H5P activities, you kind of talk your way through on how you did it. And that will really help you learn, and it will help us see where we can suggest improvements for next time and to efficiently create H5Ps quicker.
okay.
Okay,
So let's meet the moderators. My name is
right.
Andrea Arpini. I've been teaching English for over 37 years. And well, I'm a program and material developer at ICANA Binational Center. I've been a TESOL member for several years. And in 2023, I participated as a presenter at ABLA 2023 conference, delivering a workshop on how to teach kids and adapt materials in face-to-face and virtual environments.
And I'm Elizabeth Ada Vieta. I have a BA in English linguistics and Portuguese, and also just a minor in French education. I have an OSALT, which is Ontario Certified English Language Teacher, and ICTEAL, also from TESOL, Ontario. I am TESOL certified. I have a PTCT and Learn IT to Teach Stage 3. And I have taught ESL to adults for over 25 years. And I use Call and Tell and Moodle to deliver my lessons each and every day. And I have taught ESL to foreign learners as well as I have taught ESL and Link for the last 25 years. And I'm currently teaching Link full-time, and I teach Link levels 1 and 2. So most of my activities are focused at that level because in reality, there aren't that many activities out there for those low levels. So I strive
Exactly.
to create things that are PBLA aligned. that word. And I have a blue check mark H5P on Tutela for those
Good.
of you that are Tutela members.
And
And
we
it's
have
about
our
Canada.
mentor and support, Nelly Deutsch, yeah, who has taught EFL in K-12 and higher education for over 40 years, people. And she has applied calls since 1992. She founded online professional development programs on integrating technology Moodle for teachers on a Moodle learning management system. She provides lots of free courses for educators on how to integrate emerging technologies and AI into their classes. She integrates learner autonomy, peer-based learning with mindfulness. She is faculty in an MSc program at the Democritus University of, I cannot read properly
I
here.
think it's
Oops,
Thrace.
yeah, sorry.
Thrace?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
Thrace, I
Thrace.
guess, at a distance on a Moodle LMS. So thank you so much,
So
Nelly, for your support, your constant support.
yes, she is the one that provides the site out of the goodness of her heart to us for free so that we could deliver our program for free to anyone who would like to take it,
Yeah,
because we know how hard it is for teachers and what they can afford and not afford.
exactly. Okay, one of the things we focused on our first live meeting and is part of the registration week tasks is to edit your profile. On the top right corner of the course, you will see this drop down arrow, and you will have access to your profile, and you can edit your profile by writing the first name, the last name, as you would like it to appear in your certificate. Remember also to select your country and your time zone so you get to see when the following live meetings are on, okay, and to keep track of that.
Okay, also something that is very important is your name. So this is Andrea Arfini, and I am Elizabeth Adas Vieira, and these are our professional names because throughout the course, you don't only get badges, but at the end of the course, when you finish, you get a certificate with 15 hours of PD. And I'm trying to secure through TESOL Ontario an equivalent of 15 hours if you take the course and finish it so that it can count towards the PD hours that you may need in case they come and monitor you. So
Okay.
yeah,
Now, another
hopefully I
very
can secure that.
important thing, another task we have in registration and orientation week, that's week 0, is netiquette. Yeah, some online rules, we live by when we work online, when we deliver courses, or when we are just, online browsing and surfing the net. Okay, there's a forum, a discussion forum on this topic, and it's really interesting to see which rules we live by as regards
Exactly.
netiquette.
And it's important to be nice and friendly because there is another person at the other side, on the other side of the messages that we do send,
Exactly,
and it's
exactly.
important.
Yeah. Okay. Oops, not this. There. Okay. And did I jump correctly?
So,
Yeah. Good.
okay. So required tasks for registration week and orientation week were these here. So we called registration week week 0, and all of these tasks are required tasks. So if you've done them, you've received your first badge. You should have 2 badges by Sunday night. On Monday, the new week, week 2 will start. So you still have the weekend to work on the tasks if you haven't completed them. So inside the Moodle course on integrating technology, basic H5Ps for your teaching context collaboratively, you'll have all of these tasks and they're required tasks. So it tells you what to do if you click the drop-down menu. Also, while taking this course, you are learning the latest Moodle. So I don't know. I work with Avenue.ca and they're using Moodle 3.11, I believe. And this one here is Moodle 4.5, I believe. So it's quite ahead and it's a little bit different. It takes a little bit of like time to get used to, but it's quite easy. And I think, if you just kind of follow everything, you know what to
Yeah.
do and you can get it done. So these are the required tasks. You just click on the links and then you do the work inside of them. So these ones, I don't know if you could see my cursor, probably not. So the one at the top, it's like a page. The next one
Yeah.
is like a book. The next
Okay.
one
A,
is
a
like
comment
forum.
about this, yeah, Liz. In the detailed overview, you should read, yeah, the detailed overview for each of the weeks, and maybe some of you skipped, yeah, reading the whole book, but after this activity, there's a kind of tutorial for you to have it marked as done, because sometimes, yeah, we just read parts of the book, and in order to have it marked as done, all the sections should be seen in a way. But there's a trick. So go
You're
read
right.
that
And
tutorial. The trick
I've
to have this
demonstrated that
activity done.
trick. I've demonstrated that trick, and if anyone has any
Yeah.
questions, I'm free to answer them.
Okay.
Um, so if you have any problems, we do have, or any, if you run into any challenges, we do have a support forum. And if you find any errors, we're human, we make mistakes, and we learn from them. Please tell
Exactly.
us in the forum, and I'm sure that's how you learn, and mistakes are welcome. And if you make mistakes, it's no problem. That's how we learn. I've learned a lot by making many mistakes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Moodle also does things that the person thinks, oh, something's fixed, but when you reset a course, it actually returns back to its original state, changing what you've already changed. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So the old H5P was in the quiz when we had the new one, the updated version, but it took the old one. It's
Yeah.
weird.
So for
But
this
anyway, thank
registration
you.
and orientation week tasks, you will find some of them in the overview section. That is the main objectives, the detailed overview, how to create video tutorials in a different module. And then you have the 4 tasks for week 0. Edit your profile and country, get to know your H5P course moderators. Let's introduce ourselves, and a forum on etiquette. But we also have required tasks for week 1 already.
Right.
And we have several discussion forums. One is about advantages of H5Ps in educational context. Yeah. There are some readings. Yeah, we require you to choose one and write a post on the topic of advantages of H5Ps. Then there's another forum about multimedia elements that you are used to implementing in your classes on a daily basis. Then using AI with H5Ps. Probably you have no experience with H5Ps, but I'm sure you have some experience using AI. So how could these two things be beneficial? Hmm? So you can write a post on this topic. Then we also have a page, familiarize yourself with CC licenses. This is just for you to read and get acquainted with this, yeah, licenses. Then we have a discussion forum on Creative Commons and crediting our own work and others, and a final task with an H5P Elizabeth created to test
And is
our
now
knowledge
corrected.
on Creative Commons licenses.
And it is now the correct version. So thank you to those of you that brought that to our attention. Sometimes, when like we had to reset the Moodle course and reset back to the original. We didn't realize we're new at this, at managing a Moodle course or site. So it's a learning experience, as everything else.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
that's why we're all here, right? So every time it's, something new, and technology, as you know, it changes, it does things sometimes that we don't really expect. So
Great.
we just live with it.
And we want to congratulate everyone who has gotten the first badges.
That's right. So
Badges for
there
week
is,
0 and week 1.
and those are the badges. So if you've received them, congratulations. Maybe you can tell us in the chat if you have your badge already.
We know some of you got them. That's
Yep.
great. So we
I don't
congratulate
know if they're here though.
and we encourage other participants to finish the tasks and go get your badge.
Melinda's asking if we can open week too early. No, we don't want to stress people who just joined and who are like a little bit
Yeah,
lagging behind. And also it's to give Andrea and I some time. We are full-time teachers. We teach every day, and we're just
yeah.
doing this on the side, and we do need to answer all of your posts. And I would have loved to answer everybody's post, but I've had a crazy busy week, and we've had to up our numbers in the past few weeks. So our manager secured an override. So I used to have 20 students. It's over 25 right now,
Wow.
and I'm supposed to have only 25. So it's challenging.
So,
And that
we
they
will
closed.
try to answer your posts. Yeah, either
Yeah,
Elizabeth or I will, try to answer your posts as soon as possible. But well, we are all working people, and sometimes it's it's beyond our control, people.
exactly. So
But
bear with us.
yeah, please.
We're working teachers, and if we don't get to your posts right away, just relax, because you have until every Monday the new course will open. They're all set that way.
And keep
I
keep working on the tasks. Don't
That's
wait
right.
for a post to
Eh,
be let's say graded
Answered to.
or answered. You can keep
We
working on
will
the different tasks during the week.
We will get to your tasks. We will grade them because we really want you to have your badges before we meet every Saturday.
Yeah,
Um, but if that's not possible, you will get your badge, um, you know, whenever you
whenever you
can.
finish the
So
task.
don't feel
Yeah,
stressed out. Just
exactly.
work, at your pace. I'm also working on the AI course. I'm sure I've seen some of you in there. That course is amazing as well. So I'm trying to finish that up, but I'm a little behind this week, and I'm not going to be able to finish it by Monday. So I know Nellie is very generous, and she'll probably give extra time to complete that course. So
And of course, we will give you time to complete the task for each week. So don't
and
worry.
this course as well. So don't
Yeah.
worry, we're quite generous ourselves. So if you run a little bit later into March, it's okay. We'll still be here for you, and the course will be open. Um,
Okay. So now we would like to hear some comments and reflections about the tasks for week 0 and week 1, the activities. How did you feel about the tasks? Yeah. If you have any suggestions or comments, reflections on these activities. So feel
Somebody's
free to
asking where we
unmute
can
yourselves.
access. So I'm going to answer JMark. I'm going to put the link to the course, and you just have to apply for the course. There's just a little application form you need to fill out for us. It's just to control people who are not like serious about the course. And basically, we let everybody in, and the system, if you don't log in for a couple of weeks, it logs you out. So just be aware of that and mindful of that. And I'm gonna go fetch the link for JMark. I think that's how you say his name, JMark.
So if
So let me go.
any of the participants here would like to unmute and share reflections, comments, suggestions, we're open to your comments, people.
So all the actions happen in this course. Let me go back to the Zoom. I'm not very good at Zoom. I'm very used to big blue button. So I guess I have to open it here. Okay, here's the link to the course, JMark. I'm going to put it in the chat. So are you able to unmute everybody? Can you tell us in the chat? Feel free to give us your comments about how you feel about the course so far. Melinda, I know you've been in the course and doing some work, so maybe you'd like to say something.
Yeah, actually, I have a. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
perfectly.
Okay. I actually have a question. So, is H5P the same thing as, like, you know how you have all kinds of resources? Like, for example, our school has Nearpod, and Nearpod has built-in activities. Are those built-in activities H5P as well, or is this something?
H5P, okay, we're going to get to that in just a moment. It's part of our slides coming up. So, and then I'll answer that question at the end if you still don't get your answer. Okay, so I promise in the next slides, because in week 2, you start building your own H5Ps. It's like a program that allows you to build H5Ps, and there are ways to build it offline and online. So it's sort of like, I don't know if you remember hot potatoes. It was like a SCORM package where you could build offline and then upload a SCORM to Moodle. It's something like that, but it's HTML. And there's no coding involved. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able, we don't know how to code, Andrea and I.
Exactly.
We just know how to type. So there's no coding involved. It's yeah, I guess you could say it's like using H5P or creating a learning chocolate type of thing, except it's built into your course. So it's better in that sense.
Is Moodle the only place that these can be put, or can you put them in other?
No, there are a few other platforms, but definitely not Google or Google Sites.
We are
Okay,
going
so
to
not.
talk about that in a few minutes, yeah?
Exactly.
Showing you some
Thank you.
other platforms where you can use H5P, okay, such as Canvas. Um,
So let's continue.
okay, let's continue then.
And
Good, yeah.
then I guess everybody else is just waiting eagerly. And we're gonna share the exciting part. So I believe that week 2 is the most exciting. From here on
Because
in,
we
it gets
we
very
start
exciting.
creating.
Exactly. You start building your own, and you get your own like course and sandbox, and then you can get the answer to that question that you just asked on how H5P works. So H5P, it has so many activity types, and we'll
Well,
give you a
first,
site to
yeah,
check some out.
the first objective we have in week 2 is to prepare for hands-on H5P creation. So we're going to get a general overview of H5P and its applications. Then you're going to request a course for your H5P development work, okay, on onlineCoursesForFree.com. You're
And we
going to
call
have
it your
access.
playground.
Yeah, you're going to have access to that sandbox, to your dedicated course, to start work on various text-based activity, H5P activity types. You're going to view a short instructional video on how to invite fellow participants as students to your sandbox, to your course, facilitating collaborative H5P creation and peer feedback. Okay.
And don't forget to enroll Andrea and I in your course as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
how many H5P activity types are there, Liz?
I think you skipped a slide. Do you want to go back one,
Okay, let me
please?
check. It was this one.
Yeah. So in week 2, you will be given a sandbox in online courses for free. So you're going to request a sandbox. You're going to request a course. So you just request it, and then of course we allow it. If you're signed into the course, if you're in the integrating technology course, you get this course for free. So we will be verifying your name to the enrollment in the integrating technology. In this course, so basically we're just asking that you name this course your first name, and if you have the same first name as someone else, just the initial of your last name. Okay, but
So you will have all
I
the
think there's just one
instructions
other Elizabeth in the course,
in
so
a page, in a forum, right? You will
yeah.
have all the instructions Liz is sharing with us. Okay, so don't worry. Everything is there step by step for
Sure.
you to get your sandbox.
No, you don't need to create a Moodle because this is a Moodle site for you. You will need to, yeah, I think somebody's ahead of the game here. J Mark, just wait. What should I put in the Moodle profile ID? Just the information it's asking for, not too much, whatever you basically want, but the most important is your first name, last name, professional, first name, last name. That's what will appear in the last certificate.
Yeah.
So yes, H5Ps are used for your students to learn, and that's the kind of H5Ps you will be learning, and that's the answer to Jasmine. Okay, you can continue
Okay.
on to the next one.
So, how many H5P activity types are there, Liz?
Oh my gosh, they just
Lots.
released a few more. I've lost
Lots of
count,
look.
but over 50 for sure.
Yeah. Now, how many will we see in this course? Some. Okay.
Yeah, not all, the easy
Not
ones.
all. We have chosen the ones that we consider basic, essential for text-based, image, with images and with audio. Of course, those are the basic kinds or types that you will then use in the more advanced activity types. Yeah.
Right. So these are building blocks, and that's why we've chosen a little Lego piece, because these
Yeah.
are the building blocks that for the advanced course Andrea and I will be releasing soon. We're thinking maybe we're going to be charging a little fee for that one, maybe. We're
Yeah.
just talking it over. And because it gets hectic and there's a huge demand, and working for free was not really that great.
Yeah.
But we enjoy doing it. We love it. And we're going to teach you what you need to build the course presentation, the column, and of course, we always give you examples. And remember, this is learning to create basic H5Ps for your teaching context collaboratively. So you're learning together with other teachers. You're not alone, and it's for your teaching context. So feel free to create whatever you can use in your course the very next day. So if you're working on any theme and you want to create a little H5P for your students to use tomorrow, do that. That's what you should be doing. You should be
Yeah.
creating for your students.
And well, here you can see the platforms that H5P can be used on. Of course,
So
Moodle
it's
is integrated, okay?
Mhm.
WordPress, Drupal, Canvas, Brightspace, and Blackboard. On some of these LMSs, on some of these platforms, H5P is free. It's integrated. for example, in Moodle. But on Canvas and on other platforms, it's not integrated. I mean, they have to pay, okay, to
Exactly.
have H5P as an activity type, okay? H5P does not work on Google Classroom, okay, or the Google
Yeah,
Suite.
that's a biggie.
Yeah, it's
But
really
there
big.
is a site called Lumi Education, which allows you to create H5Ps and share it with your students.
Exactly.
Except he or she is now charging. It's a teacher who created this site and he started something new and it's starting to look a lot like Teachers Pay Teachers. Maybe some of you have heard about that, where you can actually buy some H5Ps off the site and then put it onto your Moodle site. And then some of you have heard of Moody, so you can actually take these H5Ps you create and put it on there and share it with your students maybe that way. But the
Exactly.
ideal,
Because
if you
it's
have a
free for
Moodle,
teachers. Yeah.
exactly. But if you have a Moodle platform that you can use, I mean, I'm on Avenue, so if I create here, I can just download it and then upload it to my Avenue course. And that's what I do many times because I don't
Oh,
create things
Margaret
just for
raised
fun.
her hand.
Yes. So
Yeah,
Margaret,
go
do you have
ahead,
a question?
Margaret. You can unmute yourself.
Yes,
Just want
please.
to ask a question if that's okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Just to clarify, H5P platform is not integrated into Avenue for us to create H5Ps. Am I right?
No, it is.
We
You
can
go
we
into
can
your
download
content
them.
bank. No, no, you go into your
Yes,
content bank and
that's
you
right.
create. So I'll show you how to do it. I'm on Avenue and
Okay.
I can show you. I don't have a problem. I'd love to do that actually.
Okay
I
then.
create
Okay, just to
every
clarify.
day. So I can show you, I have a sandbox and I can invite you to my sandbox and I can show you how to create on the Avenue. It's integrated.
Wow.
You need to go to your content bank and then you just choose the activity type you want. So I can show you how to do one.
You see, people, this is the magic, yeah, of working collaboratively. Yes,
Exactly.
we can
And
share
it's
what we know and
Mhm.
help our colleagues.
They
Yeah.
have training on Avenue, but it's all PDF based. And I don't think that's a very good way to learn.
Mhm.
So this is why one of the reasons why I took this on to do this, because I like learning with others and from others and with others.
Exactly.
You learn a lot more and it's just better. So these are the
Okay.
text-based activity types you will be creating this week or will be practicing with. That is week 2, but you must finish all of the tasks, required tasks in week 1 and 0. 0 and 1. So go into the course, start working so you could get your H5P playground and start,
Yeah.
creating. So here, week 2, there's going to be just text. So we're just going to be dealing with text. So there's true false questions. So it's like, is Toronto the capital city of Ontario? Yes, no, or true false. And then they answer true or false. Okay, so just text. You can use these activities, some of them, not all, again with images and then again with audio. And we'll show you how to do that in the following 3 weeks. Okay, so it's step by step.
We have the true false question, which is a simple content type that can stand alone or be integrated onto other content formats like course presentation, but we will see it just standing alone. Then in the following weeks, we can add an image, yeah, or video to enhance the complexity of the question. We also have the multiple choice to create flexible multiple choice questions. And well, utilizing this type of questions, yeah, proves effective for assessments, offering learners immediate feedback. Okay. and they can feature either one or multiple correct options per question. We also have this loving, word search game, Find the Words, okay, that allows authors to create a list of words that will be drawn in a grade. And of course, the task is to find and select the words there on the grade. Liz, would you like to talk about the next one?
Sure. So this one here is fill in the blanks. It's exactly that. So if you're looking at a sentence or two at a lower level, or you want them to just fill in a blank, you could create one of these for your students and they just fill in the blanks. So it's just like having it on paper, except with this one, they could do it at their own pace and get immediate feedback. So that is the benefit of using H5P. You get immediate feedback, like feedback right away on how you're doing. So you don't have to wait for the teacher to correct your work. You'll get it right away.
Good.
Continue.
Then we have drag the words.
So drag the words again, you have like a little section on the right-hand side, and then on the left-hand side, you have like that sentence, and then you just drag the words into the correct position, and then you click check, and then of course you could see if your answer is correct or not. And if it's a skill building activity, you always give them the option to redo it until they get it perfect, and that really helps with the learning, I feel.
Good. And we have mark the words.
So this one, sometimes you have to choose the correct word, and we'll teach you how to create these. So sometimes you can have like verbs if you want to do some grammar activities and skill building. So you use am or is, for example, right? Like my name is, or am or is. Like you decide what you want to use it for, and then you just put those words in parentheses, and then they have to click on the correct one, and you choose that within when you're creating them. But we will teach you that. We'll teach you. We have a video on how to create each one. They're short videos. Each one of these activities, there's a video on how to create it. Again, the focus is text, so don't get carried away adding images. We will do that next week, or next week we'll be adding audio, and then the following week we will be adding
first images and then audio.
Right, first images, sorry. So finding images or creating images or using AI to create your images. We don't mind the use of AI. That's why we took AI courses, right? Andrea, we really love integrating AI, and we hope that we can learn from you and other ways that people find to use AI to generate H5P activities.
So we are going to explore these 6 text-based H5P activity types. And then we're going to learn how to create the activity types within Moodle's activity chooser. We have 2 icons, 2 H5P icons, a blue one that leads us to work on the H5P in the content bank, and the H5P black icon, which is a plugin that is a bit different, but it creates an H5P anyway. It's called interactive content.
On the Avenue, they used to have the black one, but about I'd say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, it was interfering with stuff, so they got rid of that. So on the Avenue, you just have the H5P blue icon where you create in the content bank, and that is the one I focus on because that is easier for me when transitioning between the 2 sites. Andrea prefers the black. It's a little bit different, but maybe you want to try it. It's good to know both.
Yeah, especially
the
because
format is
maybe
the same.
at your school, maybe some people have been using the black icon, okay? And maybe you see that and say, okay, what's the difference? You will get to see the difference, but the result is the same. You create an H5P. But you can also create H5P on Lumi Education, okay? either online or offline. You can download the app and work offline and then upload your H5P to the platform you use.
Right, you can upload it to Lumi. You can upload it to Tutela. You can even share H5Ps via Tutela with your students. There is a video that Diane at Tutela created for that. So Lumi, I would suggest downloading their desktop app to create H5Ps offline. That is amazing. I like doing that as well. And then once you've created it, you could just upload the dot H5P into your content bank and then
And
attach it to
Liz,
your
one question.
blue.
Can you please share with the participants who are not Canadian what Tutela and Avenue are?
Okay, so Avenue is an LMS. It's a Moodle-based LMS for link teachers across Canada. And it is a ESL, also like LMS for teachers in Ontario right now. But I think that's
So
expanding
it's only
across
for
Canada. I'm not really
Canadians.
sure. Yes, it's only for Canadians. And
Okay.
because I use it, of course, you know, I'm a little bit biased because I do use it with my students and I like it.
Okay.
So,
And what's Tutela? Because
and
they might
Tutela is
have that
also a
question.
Canadian site where you can create user groups to share things like I have a basic H5P group on there. And now I've created the advanced group for people who took this group last year so that they don't get the annoying messages every week. But it didn't really work this morning to tell us having their own issues on their site. So I don't think the messages went out. Because I see people in the group and obviously the action is not there. The action is on integrating technology, which is a free PD site with all kinds of amazing courses for free that Nelly shares and teaches and allows us to teach.
Okay, yeah. So if
And Lumi,
Elizabeth will mention these two sites, Avenue and Tutela, quite often because she works there, and there are some Canadian participants. Yeah, but it's also good to know, yeah, because there might
I
be
don't
other
work
people.
there.
Yeah.
I don't, I have to correct you. I don't work for Avenue at all.
No, no,
I'm
but
just a
I mean, you
teacher
use
that
it,
works in a link
yeah,
program
from
in
from
Toronto.
your job, you are connected to Avenue,
Yeah,
okay,
it's just the
as a
LMS we
participant, as a
use.
teacher.
It's just the LMS we use or I chose to use. Some teachers use other LMSs. Basically, we're not forced to use Avenue, so it's just I feel that there's more interactivity by using a Moodle site because
Exactly.
I actually like Moodle, not
Okay.
necessarily Avenue.
And well, these are the two icons you will see in the activity chooser. The blue one that is integrated and you will create the activity in the content bank, and the black one, which is called interactive content, and you will do the activity directly. You don't need to go to the content bank. Yeah. So we're going to create activity types, these 6 types: true, false, multiple choice, find the words, fill in the blanks, mark the words, and drag the words, everything with text, no images. And then you're going to produce a video tutorial showing the process of crafting an H5P activity within your course. Don't panic. Video tutorials are fun, they are easy, and you have all the steps in a page in our course to show you what to do, how to do it, how to share it. Any comments, Liz, that you would like to add?
I was just reading the
The chat?
the chat.
Okay.
Nope, I think you've covered everything. So don't worry. It's really easy. Once you get the hang of it, you're just dealing with creating these basic H5Ps. Later on, we're going to touch on a few other things like crediting your work, because it's important that people know you created it and that you apply a Creative Commons license to it.
Exactly.
And especially when you share on places like Tutela or Lumi, make sure you have a Creative Commons license. And if you
Exactly.
want to sell it, then you can make sure that everything is public domain and that you can actually sell everything that you have on there. Because if you have anything that's Creative Commons, sometimes you must share under the same conditions.
Yeah. And well, in order to create your videos, you can use any of the screen recorders listed here, or the one you are familiar with, okay? For example, I personally use ScreenPal, okay? But Liz, which is the one you usually use?
Snagit.
Snagit,
I bought
okay,
I bought a subscription from TextMint
good,
Snagit
yeah,
because I like creating those little demonstrations on how to do things for my students.
good.
And also I have the video, like it records video, so it's great for that as well.
And you can even use the screen recorder within Moodle, okay?
Yeah.
So there
So
are
some
lots
of
of,
you, yeah, some people that did the AI course recently, the one that I'm
so
finishing up
perhaps they know
with
about
Dr. Nelly, there's a built-in screen recorder through Generico.
good.
So that's amazing stuff right there.
And once you have
But
your video,
TechSmith
you're going
Capture
to
is good.
publish your video, right, Liz?
Yes, you can publish your video. If you don't want to make it public, you can make it unlisted and share the link in the to your video, because we will be watching your video tutorials. This is how we learn with and from each other. And everybody makes mistakes, and you'll see. So it's just
So you
yourself
can
thinking
publish your
through.
videos on YouTube, Vimeo, Google Drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever you wish to
yeah,
use. And then you share the link. And if you use YouTube, you can just embed the video right into the Moodle, into the, oh my gosh, the forum. And then you've got it right there, and people can just watch it right there. So that's a good technique to know and learn, because that's great for your students as well, right?
yeah.
Especially if you use Moodle.
And so these are the required tasks for week 2. First, yeah, requesting a course on online courses for free. That's the first task. And then you will have several video tutorials, yeah, of how you added and created a true false, a multiple choice, a find the words, fill in the blanks, mark the words, and write the words H5P activities. Wow, seems like a lot of work, but you will enjoy it
And
for
it's
sure.
once you do one, it's really easy to do the others because there's just text. So don't get boggled up with adding pictures or adding audio this week. Just focus on doing
Just
that one
text.
question. It's mostly just one question and something you can use. And remember, you need to create something you could use in your class for your students on Monday. Or that's just the way of saying it, but like the next day. So there are some questions and things in the chat.
Okay, I'm going
How
to.
many H5Ps do we need to apply in teaching? And can you give me some tips in order to make the students active? Can you add this question in the course to the support forum? Maybe other teachers can provide feedback on this. And I'd like to give you feedback on this, Jasmine, in the course. So apply in the course, integrating technology.
Okay. Feel free to unmute yourselves. Yeah, if you want um, to ask any questions, you can unmute yourself.
What's this H5Ps? Free or paid. This is a free course. All the courses on integrating technology are free PD for teachers by teachers. It's a free course.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording right now.